Top 10 National Football League teams for 2022-2023. 10. Denver Broncos, $4.65 billion. The Denver Broncos are a professional American football team headquartered in Denver, Colorado. The Broncos are a member of the American Football Conference, West Division of the Professional Football League. Dove Valley, Colorado serves as the team's headquarters. The franchise began play as a founder member of the American Football Association in 1960 and joined the NFL in 1970 as part of the merger. The Broncos are presently owned by the Walton Penner Company and play their home games at Mile High Stadium. Denver formerly played its home games at Mile High Stadium from its debut in 1960 until the 2000 season. During their 10-year career in the AFL and their first 7 years in the NFL, the Broncos were hardly competitive. They did not have a winning season until 1973, and they made their first postseason appearance in 1977, finally reaching Super Bowl XII that year. Since 1975, the Broncos have been one of the most successful teams in the NFL, with only 11 losing seasons. They have 8 AFC titles: 1977, 1986, 1987, 1989, 1997, 1998, 2013, 2015, 3 Super Bowl victories, 1997, 32, 1998, 33, and 2015, 50, and share the NFL record for most Super Bowl defeats, 5, shared with the New England Patriots. The Broncos have 8 key members in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, including late club owner Pat Bowlen, John Elway, Floyd Little, Shannon Sharpe, Gary Zimmerman, Terrell Davis, Champ Bailey, and Steve Atwater. 9. Philadelphia Eagles, $4.7 billion. The Philadelphia Eagles are an American football professional team headquartered in Philadelphia. The Eagles are a member of the National Football Conference, East Division of the National Football League. The team's home games are held at Lincoln Financial Field, which is located in the South Philadelphia Sports Complex. When a syndicate led by Bert Bell obtained the rights to an NFL club in Philadelphia, they decided to replace the insolvent Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. Since its inception, the Eagles have made the playoffs 29 times, won 16 division titles, 12 in the NFC East, competed in 4 pre-merger NFL championship games, winning 3 of them, 1948, 1949, and 1960, and won Super Bowl 52 at the end of the 2017 season. Chuck Bednarik, Bert Bell, Bob Brown, Harold Carmichael, Brian Dawkins, Sonny Jurgensen, Greasy Neal, Tommy McDonald, Pete Pihos, Norm Van Brocklin, Steve Van Buren, Dick Vermeil, and Reggie White have all been elected into the Pro Football Hall of Fame as of 2023. The team's rivalry with the New York Giants has been fierce. The NFL Network named it as the greatest rivalry of all time, Sports Illustrated ranked it as the 4th best rivalry in the NFL, and ESPN ranked it as one of the strongest and most well-known rivalries in the American football world. They have a strong rivalry with the Dallas Cowboys that has grown in prominence since the 1960s, as well as a historic rivalry with the Washington Commanders. Its rivalry with the Pittsburgh Steelers is known as the Battle of Pennsylvania, and it dates back to around 1933. In terms of attendance, the squad is among the best in the league, having sold out every game since the 1999 season. 8. Washington Commanders, $4.78 billion. The Washington Commanders are a professional American football team headquartered in Washington, D.C. Previously known as the Washington Redskins. The team is a member of the National Football Conference, East Division of the National Football League. The team's home games are held at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, while its headquarters and training facilities are located in Ashburn, Virginia. The squad has played over 1,000 games and is one of just 5 in the NFL to have more than 600 wins. Washington was one of the first NFL clubs to have a fight song, Hail to the Commanders, previously Hail to the Redskins from 1937 until 2019, which is performed by the team's marching band following every home touchdown. The Boston Braves were created in 1932 and changed their name to the Redskins the following year before moving to Washington, D.C., in 1937. For decades, many saw the Redskins logo as derogatory. Pressure from many NFL teams and team sponsors led to its retirement in 2020, as part of a wave of name changes in the aftermath of the George Floyd protests, and mostly due to renewed awareness of the Native American mascot problem sparked by the aforementioned demonstrations. The squad was known as the Washington Football Team for 2 seasons before changing its name to the Commanders in 2022. Washington won the NFL title games in 1937 and 1942, as well as Super Bowls 17, 22, and 26. Washington has finished as the league's runner-up 6 times, losing the 1936, 1940, 1943, and 1945 championship games, as well as Super Bowls 7 and 18. They have a playoff record of 23-18 after 14 division titles and 24 postseason appearances. Their 3 Super Bowl victories are tied with the Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs, and Las Vegas Raiders, trailing the Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots, each with 6, the San Francisco 49ers and Dallas Cowboys, each with 5, and the Green Bay Packers and New York Giants, each with 4 each. All of Washington's championships were won over the course of 2 10-year periods. From 1936 until 1945, the club reached the NFL championship game 6 times, winning 2 of them. The second era lasted from 1982 through 1991, when they participated in the postseason 7 times, won 4 conference crowns, and won 3 Super Bowls in 4 appearances. From 1946 to 1970, Washington had 4 winning seasons and never made the playoffs. From 1956 through 1968, they did not have a single winning season, including a 1-12-1 record in 1961. Since its previous Super Bowl victory in 1991, the club has won the NFC East 4 times, had a winning record 9 times, and made the playoffs 7 times. 7. New York Jets, $4.8 billion. The New York Jets are an American football professional team headquartered in the New York metropolitan region. The Jets are a member of the American Football Conference, East Division of the National Football League. MetLife Stadium, shared with the New York Giants, is located in East Rutherford, New Jersey, 5 miles, 8.0 kilometers, west of New York City. Florham Park, New Jersey, serves as the team's headquarters. The franchise is formally incorporated as a limited liability business called New York Jets, LLC. The Titans of New York were created in 1959 as an initial member of the American Football Association. Eventually, the franchise joined the NFL in the AFL-NFL merger in 1970. The squad debuted at the Polo Grounds in 1960. The present name was chosen in 1963 by new ownership, and the franchise relocated to Shea Stadium in 1964, then to the Meadowlands Sports Complex in 1984. In 1968, the Jets made the playoffs for the first time and went on to win Super Bowl III against the Baltimore Colts, becoming the first AFL team to defeat an NFL team in an AFL-NFL World Championship game. Since 1968, the Jets have made the playoffs 13 times and 4 times reached the AFC Championship game, most recently falling to the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2010. Nevertheless, the Jets have never returned to the Super Bowl, making them one of 2 NFL clubs, along with the New Orleans Saints, to win their lone Super Bowl trip, and one of 4 teams, together with the Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Houston Texans, to never win an AFC championship. Aside from the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions, who have never reached the Super Bowl, despite winning NFL titles prior to 1966, the Jets' drought is the longest among current NFL organizations, and they have generally been among the least successful. The Atlantic Health Jets Training Center, which built in 2008, is the team's training facility. 6. Chicago Bears, $5 billion. The Chicago Bears are a professional American football team headquartered in Chicago. The Bears are a member of the National Football League's North Division. The Bears have won 9 NFL championships, including 1 Super Bowl, and hold the NFL record for the most Pro Football Hall of Fame inductees and retired jersey numbers. The Bears also have the second most victories of any NFL club, trailing only the Green Bay Packers. The franchise was created on September 20, 1920, in Decatur, Illinois, and became professional on September 17, 1920, before moving to Chicago in 1921. It is one of just 2 existing NFL clubs from the league's inception in 1920, the other being the Arizona Cardinals, which was initially based in Chicago. During the 1970 season, the team played at Wrigley Field on Chicago's north side. They now play at Soldier Field on the near south side, next to Lake Michigan. The Chicago Bears have a long history of rivalry with the Green Bay Packers. Hollis Hall, the team's headquarters, is located in the Chicago suburb of Lake Forest, Illinois. During the season, the Bears practice at nearby facilities there, and after extensive renovations, Hollis Hall resumed hosting training camp in 2020. 5. San Francisco 49ers, $5.18 billion. The San Francisco 49ers, sometimes spelled San Francisco 49ers, are an American football team headquartered in the San Francisco Bay Area. The 49ers are a member of the National Football League's West Division and play their home games at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, which is 38 miles, 61 kilometers, southeast of San Francisco. The prospectors who landed in Northern California during the 1849 gold rush inspired the team's name. The franchise was created in 1946 as a founder member of the All-America Football Conference, AAFC, and it merged with the NFL in 1949. The 49ers are the NFL's 10th oldest team and the city's first major league professional sports franchise. The club began play in San Francisco at Kezar Stadium before moving to Candlestick Park in 1971 and subsequently to Levi's Stadium in 2014. The 49ers have been based in Santa Clara since 1988. Between 1981 and 1994, the 49ers won 5 Super Bowls. 4 of those were led by Hall of Famers Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Ronnie Lott, Steve Young, Charles Haley, Fred Dean, and coaches Bill Walsh and George Seifert, and occurred in the 1980s. From 1970 and 2022, they won 21 division titles, making them one of the most successful teams in NFL history. The 49ers are tied for first all-time in postseason victories, 37, having appeared in the league playoffs 29 times, 28 times in the NFL and once in the AFC, and have also appeared in the most NFC championship games, 18, hosting 10 of them, an NFC record. Many notable NFL records have been set by the team, including the most consecutive away games won, 18, the most points scored in a single postseason, 131, the most consecutive seasons leading the league in scoring, 4, the most consecutive games scored, 420 games from 1979 to 2004, the most field goals in a season, 44, the most games won in a season, 18, and the most touchdowns, 8, and points scored, 55, in a Super Bowl, 4. New York Giants, $5.37 billion. Located in the New York metropolitan region, the New York Giants play professional American football. The Giants are a member team of the National Football Conference, East Division of the National Football League. In East Rutherford, New Jersey, 5 miles, 8 kilometers, west of New York City, the club plays its home games at MetLife Stadium at the Meadowlands Sports Complex. With the New York Jets, the stadium is shared. In the Meadowlands, inside the Quest Diagnostics Training Complex, the Giants have their headquarters and practice facilities. The Giants are the only club from the original set of 5 to still be in existence. They are also the NFL's most seasoned franchise in the northeastern United States. With 8 NFL championship victories, 4 in the pre-Super Bowl era, 1927, 1934, 1938, 1956, and 4 since the Super Bowl's inception, 21, 1986, 25, 1990, 42, 2007, and 46, 2011. The team is third among all NFL franchises. It has also made more championship appearances than any other team, with 19 total appearances. Only the Chicago Bears, 13, and Green Bay Packers, 13, have won more championships than them, 9. The Giants have had 29 members of the Hall of Fame during the course of their existence, including winners of the NFL Most Valuable Player, MVP, awards Mel Hein, Frank Gifford, Y.A. Tittle, and Lawrence Taylor. To separate themselves from the professional baseball club of the same name, the football team was founded in 1929 as the New York National League Football Company Incorporated and then changed its name to the New York Football Giants Incorporated in 1937. While the baseball club relocated to San Francisco following the 1957 season, the football team continues to legally use it as its corporate name, to which fans and sportscasters alike frequently allude. The squad has also been dubbed Big Blue, G-Men, and Gents, a purposely botched contraction seen regularly in the New York Post and New York Daily News that originated with the baseball team when it was situated in New York. Furthermore, the club as a whole is commonly referred to as the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, despite the fact that this term originally pertained to the Giants' defensive unit during the 1980s and early 1990s. The team's tense rivalry with the Philadelphia Eagles is the oldest of the NFC East rivalries, dating back to 1933, and has been dubbed the finest rivalry in the NFL in the 21st century. 3. New England Patriots, $5.88 billion. The New England Patriots are a professional American football team headquartered in Boston, Massachusetts. The Patriots are a member of the American Football Conference, East Division of the National Football League. The Patriots play their home games at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, about 22 miles, 35 kilometers, southwest of Boston. The squad is owned by Robert Kraft, who bought it in 1994. The Patriots are the world's second most valued sports team as of 2023, having sold out every home game since 1994. The Boston Patriots were founded in 1959 as a founder member of the American Football League, before entering the NFL in 1970 as part of the AFL-NFL merger. The Patriots played their home games in different stadiums in Boston until 1971, when the franchise relocated to Foxborough. The team's name was changed to the New England Patriots as part of the relocation. Foxborough Stadium hosted home games until 2002, when it was raised to make way for Gillette Stadium. The same year, the club began playing home games at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots have the most Super Bowl wins, 6, tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers, appearances, 11, and defeats, all in the same season, 5, tied with the Denver Broncos. Prior to the 21st century, the team had a period of supremacy under head coach Bill Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady from 2001 until 2019. The Patriots would break virtually every major Super Bowl record during the Brady-Belichick era, which is recognized as one of the greatest sports dynasties. Additional NFL records held by the team include the most playoff victories, 37, the most victories over a 10-year span, 126 from 2003 to 2012, the longest winning streak in both regular season and playoff games, 21 from October 2003 to October 2004, the most winning seasons in a row, 19 from 2001 to 2019, the most consecutive conference championship appearances, 8 from 2011 to 2018, the most consecutive division titles, 11 from 2009 to 2019, and the only undefeated 16-game regular season. 2. Los Angeles Rams, $5.91 billion. The Los Angeles Rams are an American football professional team headquartered in the Los Angeles metropolitan region. The Rams are a member of the National Football Conference, West Division in the National Football League. The Rams play their home games in Inglewood's SoFi Stadium, which they share with the Los Angeles Chargers. The Cleveland Rams were created in 1936 in Cleveland, Ohio as the Cleveland Rams. The franchise won the 1945 NFL championship game before moving to Los Angeles in 1946, making way for Paul Brown's All-America Football Conference Cleveland Browns, and became the first NFL title team to play the following season in a different location. The club's home games were played in the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum until 1980, when it relocated to a renovated Anaheim Stadium in Orange County, California. The Rams made their first Super Bowl participation at the end of the 1979 NFL season, falling 31-19 to the Pittsburgh Steelers in Super Bowl 14. After the 1994 NFL season, the Rams relocated to St. Louis, Missouri, and became the St. Louis Rams. 5 years later, the squad defeated the Tennessee Titans, 23-16, in Super Bowl 34. The team subsequently went on to lose Super Bowl 36 to the New England Patriots, 20-17. Following the 2015 NFL season, the team requested and got permission from the other owners to relocate to Los Angeles in time for the 2016 NFL season. The Rams competed in Super Bowl 53 but were defeated by the Patriots, 13-3. 3 years later, the Rams defeated the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 56, 23-20, to become the second NFL club to win the championship in its home stadium. The team is the only one in NFL history to have won championships while representing 3 different cities: Cleveland in 1945, Los Angeles in 1951 and 2021, and St. Louis in 1999. 1. Dallas Cowboys, $7.64 billion. The Dallas Cowboys are an American football club headquartered in the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area. The Cowboys are a member of the National Football Conference, East Division of the National Football League. The club is based in Frisco, Texas, and since its inception in 2009, it has played its home games at Atant Stadium in Arlington, Texas. In January 2020, the Cowboys announced the hiring of Mike McCarthy as head coach. He is the 7th player in franchise history. McCarthy succeeds Jason Garrett, who led the team from 2010 until 2019. The Cowboys became an expansion franchise in the NFL in 1960. The team's national fan base may be best exemplified by its NFL record of consecutive sellouts. In 2002, the Cowboys began a run of 190 consecutive sold-out regular and postseason games, home and road. The team has been in the Super Bowl 8 times, tying the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos for the second most in history, trailing only the New England Patriots' record 11 appearances. This has also resulted in 8 NFC titles, the most in the league. The Cowboys have won 5 of their Super Bowl appearances, matching them with their NFC rivals, the San Francisco 49ers. Both are third to Pittsburgh's and New England's record 6. The Cowboys are the only NFL club to have 20 consecutive winning seasons, 1966-85, Missing the playoffs only twice, 1974 and 1984.